Welcome to a new video and a new trap. And the game started with e4, e5, knight f3, knight f6, the Petroff Defence, d4 variation, knight takes e4, bishop to d3, d5 protecting the knight takes e5, knight to d7, and knight takes f7. And this sacrifice on f7 actually not a good move for a classical game, but maybe could be playable in a blitz game. So in case queen to e7, this is equal position because of knight takes h8, knight to c3, king to d2, knight takes d1, rook to e1. Now we can take the queen and gaining equality. Knight takes f2, bishop takes h7. So white decide to grab material before taking the queen. Knight to e4 blocking the rook. Rook takes e4, d takes e4, bishop to g6, and now we can see why it's equal position. King to d8, knight to f7 check, and we can repeat the moves now with perpetual check. Maybe knight to e5, knight to h8 with check, 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 and perpetual check. So back to the game. Black accepts the sacrifice and played king takes f7, queen to h5 check, and now in case king to e6, trying to protect this pawn, but it's not a good way to play and bring your king to the center of the board and keep it under attack. So queen to e2 could be played, bishop to d6, f3, and this piece is lost. But after queen to h4, this is unclear position. Another continuation after king to e6, queen to g4. And now what to do with the king? King to d6, queen to e2 now. Also trying to exert some pressure against this knight. Queen to f6, and this is also unclear position. So back to the game. In the game, black played king to e7. So maybe now bishop takes e4 and bishop to g5, but let's see. Queen to e2, also keeping this knight pinned on e4, and the king not in a good position. So now, in case black goes back to f7, so we can go to h5, and this is equal position, and maybe it's a draw. But in the game, black maybe wants to keep his material advantage and played knight to f6, knight d to f6, trying to protect this knight and give some maybe some space or some developing space for the bishop, and maybe he can win this position. But he forgot about the f3 pawn, so this knight is lost, and after all these maneuvers, white gains back his piece with some advantage. So bishop to f5, as we said, knight to c3 also, as this knight is pinned, so we can develop more pieces. We are not in a hurry to take the knight. Now after the king moves to f7, so we can take f takes e4, bishop takes e4, knight takes e4, d takes e4, and bishop to c4, king to e8, and now after 13 moves, the black king still in the center. White has the bishop pair and a good position for him, and This is actually almost winning for white. So now castles, bishop to d6, bishop to g5, rook to f8, bishop takes f6, g takes f6, and queen takes e4 with check on the king and threatening b7, threatening h7, and we can bring the other rook to e1, and this is winning for white actually. And after this move, actually, black resigned. So this is our video for today. But knight takes f7 not so successful to play, and you have to play more carefully with your pieces. Do not sacrifice pieces without any good reason, without any compensation, especially in the opening. Maybe one thing that can be said about this sacrifice that brings the king to the center or to under attack, giving white some chances to develop and attack the king. So maybe this sacrifice could be justified. So this is our video for today. Thank you for watching and see you next video and next trap. Bye.